screen here, we have Rachel Leone, who is the president of Leone Marketing Solutions. They're a promotional products and apparel firm. They're based in Hingham. Leone Marketing has been in business for 17 years. It's 100% women-owned, certified by the good old state of Massachusetts. Really happy to have you here, Rachel. Good morning and thank you.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Awesome. And then just below me is Matt Ward. Matt is a professional speaker, author, and consultant. And I'm kind of disappointed. I bought your book. I wanted to have it and read it by today, but it got delayed. And I was too lazy to get the Kindle version. Matt sold a business for 7 figures to someone he met at a networking event. This is the kind of guy he is. Matt's belief is the more that you network and the better you understand, the better you get at understanding people and the way you can actually send and get referrals. Matt also works with service-based businesses and professionals through group coaching and to help accelerate sales through referrals. So good morning, Matt. Super thrilled to have you. We've talked before and happy to have you back.
Thanks, Dale.
Cool. So we're going to start with a couple questions. I'll start with Rachel first. You submitted a really great piece of content to the magazine. That's what kind of spurred this. And my second thought was, Matt's a professional. It'd be great to get you both together. So in your opinion, either with your clients or in your sphere or your experience, why do people struggle with getting referrals consistently, right? So a lot of us kind of go about our business and the phone rings and a client or someone thought of you and the phone picks up. But why is that hard for us to do consistently, in your opinion?
I mean, I think people are just afraid to ask. It's hard to, say, hey, do you know anybody that can, benefit from my products and services? I think with me, I'm selling a product. So if my client likes my product and is happy, it's easy to say, hey, do you know anybody else that, could use my services? If they've had a bad experience, you definitely don't want to ask because they're not going to refer you. But once you get in the hang of it, it's actually really easy to do. But I think the hard part is just saying, hey, do you know anyone that can use me? So that's what I think. I think people are afraid, they're just afraid to ask.
So the struggle is a fear of how the other person might feel if you ask?
Right. Like they feel that they're not going to want to help me. And people really do want to help. I mean, they really do want to, point me in the right direction, but it's just getting up the courage to just ask the question.
What's one simple tip you can give someone who's not feeling confident?
So I always, get to know my clients. I'm not, get to know what they're looking for, talk to them, ask them, I know about their personal lives. I need to make a connection with them. So, I always follow up, hey, by the way, your mugs shipped, they're coming on Tuesday. And then I also call and say, hey, did you like the mugs? And, oh, hey, by the way, if they say, yes, I did. And then I say, great. Do you know any friends or colleagues that might benefit from also these services? I'd love the referral. And maybe sometimes offer them something, maybe offer them a discount or offer them, maybe free shipping, just to make that personal connection. And then 9 out of 10 times they say, oh, sure, I'm going to introduce you to my colleague or my director of marketing or my HR professional. And then it evolves from that. So, but it's getting up the courage to ask that first question. You got to follow up. And if you don't follow up, that's where it gets tricky.
Okay. Great advice. I'm smirking as you're talking because I'm looking at Matt and I'm guessing maybe
Matt doesn't agree with me.
Well, we don't disagree here. We just opinionize what we're gonna say, right?
Can I just jump in because I'm jumping at the bit right now? Here's the thing. I think the reason people don't ask is because because they get stared in the face when they ask. I think when people ask for referrals, it comes across as begging and desperate, right? I think we should ask for introductions to the people who can refer us. But when we ask for referrals, so look, no one likes to be asked to open up their Rolodex to have somebody sell to their contacts. No one likes that. When you buy a car, before you leave the lot, you're trying to run out of there before they ask you for 3 names of people that also need a car. And the reality is, those aren't referrals. See, a referral is somebody ready, willing, and able to buy. It's teed up for the service provider to basically just order take, right? Otherwise, it's just a lead. And the two responses we get when we ask people for referrals are, one, oh, yeah. I know someone. His name is Dale. He needs promo products. Well, that's my perception of what Dale needs. Dale might have a closet full of promo products right now. So it's really a lead.
I don't, by the way. Just
well, then you should. But then the next question is if you don't, why don't you? Did you give them all away? Or maybe you don't buy them. So if you gave them all away, now that's a referral. Oh, you need more. Let me connect you with Rachel. She'd be the greatest person to connect you and get you some awesome promo products. How's that sound, Dale? Yes. Now I have a connection and I have a referral. But if you don't have a closet full of promo products because you aren't conditioned to buy them, then right. I'm just wasting Rachel's time. And yours.
So you're saying like ask the right questions. You're saying ask.
Well, so that's how you tee it up for sure. Yeah, you got to ask the right question. You got to know if it's a good referral, right? And then the next response when you ask for the names, anybody that needs referral is a blank stare, because they're like,
bye.
Oh yeah, like bye. I don't want to be asked, and so that's why people don't feel comfortable asking, is because they themselves don't like to be asked. Instead, I believe that if we show up in people's lives on a consistent basis, they will refer us, because that's what marketing as a whole is. Do we need to do marketing? Yes, but we also need to do caring, which is how we care about and show up in the world for other people, how we help other people. Then that will refer us. Right. I do believe, however, in asking for introductions, which is different. To me, an introduction is not to the buyer or the consumer. It's to the partner referral source. That right. is a powerful way to go.
Well, I can see this in two different ways. I could see from Rachel, what Rachel's saying, and I agree. Every once in a while, if someone asks me, I might be like, you know what, by the way, there's a guy that, down the street or whatever. He was just mentioning the other day, he was looking for something similar. I'll connect you to, right? And I think there's a lot of value to that, because I get super busy. Heads down, phone's ringing. By the time it stops, right, what do I want to do? Something other than this. And I wouldn't mind if someone asked me, because I'm thinking like, yeah, that's right. I bought those masks for the event we're having. You should call this other guy, so-and-so, he, or whatever. I could see that. But I can also see what you're saying, Matt. So from your perspective, can you give us a couple examples? How can we, you said something about getting in to someone's life. What's a way, a non-salesy way we can remain consistently communicating with people, getting into their sphere?
Boom. Number one, handwritten card. It's the number one thing that people don't do enough of, is they don't write handwritten cards to their contacts. And I'm not just talking about their customers. I'm talking about the referral sources and people in their contacts. Now, this card is one that I had, custom made. It has no branding on it. It has my side-by-side ATV, which is my hobby I love to do. It's a completely blank card on the inside, and it's handwritten from me. And so I send out 6 to 12 of these a week to just contacts of all types. You do the same thing. Yeah. This is how you get referrals, folks. This is how you build relationships. When you build relationships, referrals result from that, right? And so then we end up in a conversation, perhaps on a Zoom. You should connect on social, both on LinkedIn and on personal Facebook accounts, not just pages, but personal accounts, to learn what other people do and find a way to show up in their life and interact, right? The more we interact with people, the more we build a relationship. The more we build a relationship, the more they will want to care back for us, because that is, in fact, the reciprocity effect. And so if we do that, then we definitely get more referrals.
Well, I put in my article, The Power of Karma. Like, you have to, give to get. Like, how can you help your client? Maybe you're looking for something that they can offer. So I totally believe in the power of karma, which is what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. Yeah, I think, that goes along with this. I think, the point of today, I think we hit the nail on the head. My belief is if you help people, money will come, a career will come, supporting your lifestyle will come, help, that basic help. But I think, hearing both of you, sometimes we do need to take that a step further. And it's okay to ask, or it's okay to create these new relationships. It's part of business. And I would even submit, like, we talk about this all the time when we talk about social media. Someone calls, they want to do social media. I say, okay, you do realize the first word in social media is social. That means we need to talk about something. We can't just blast out ads. I mean, you can, but that's just not the way it works, is building relationships. So these are really great tips. We've used up our 6 minutes. However, I do want to give you both a last word, parting tip, parting knowledge, something icing on the cake. I want to give you an opportunity before we go. Rachel, I'll let you go first. Do you have anything?
Well, you brought up social media. That's a huge part of my strategy too, is I go on LinkedIn and I go on Pinterest and I will find my clients and I will like their information and pass it on and share it. So that's also a huge part of the handwritten note, staying connected, is using the powerful tools, is being social and reaching out to them and thanking them and vice versa. So that's part of my strategy. And I also, you can ask for things, I need X, Y, and Z. You can feel free to ask your clients that. So it's been a great tool for me.
Awesome.
In my business.
Matt, any last words?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is what Rachel picked up on earlier. It's just about asking questions and asking the right questions of all types of people. The more inquisitive you are, the more you're showing interest in other people. The more they feel that you're showing interest in them, the more they will take interest in you at whatever level that comes out to. And so I always encourage people to really dig in what I call bird dog referral questions. You're asking questions that are creating opportunities for other people, not just for yourself. And when you create opportunities for other people, aligned businesses, for example, right? When you're creating opportunities for other people, that is definitely going to come back to you. This karma approach, this reciprocity approach, it is a new way. It's the old school way, but nowadays it's the new way of running a business that provides so much more happiness. It's why I always say to live happy, smile a lot, and high five everyone around you. It's the way I live.
It might be the only way soon, right?
Yes. Well, we call it socially distancing high fives.
Awesome. Well, that's it. I know you're both really busy. We're super happy you carved out some time in your busy day to be with us. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. This was great.
Thanks, Dale.
All right. Bye.